Welcome to the program. There is the People's Bench, and we are coming to you from Muthu Silver Springs Hotel here in Nairobi, a very wonderful place where you can just come and relax with your family. For much more, you can scan the QR code right on your screen and you will be able to find out more about Muthu Silver Springs Hotel. I am your host, Fred Ogweno, and tonight we are looking at 3 years of President William Ruto in power, broad-based government. What is it in there for young people to celebrate? Are they happy? And to discuss this, I'm privileged to have one of the youth advocates, Mr. Charles Osako himself. He's here to tell us whether the young people are happy in the country. And that is why we are here with him. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Karibu sana, Mr. Osako.
Asante sana.
Welcome to the bench.
I'm very happy.
Karibu sana.
To be here.
Asante.
Yes.
Is there something maybe you want to introduce yourself further and tell our viewers what you are, what you do?
Today is my first time here. And first I want to say that I'm very happy.
Thank you.
And as you have said, this is the best hotel to be.
Wonderful.
You know, I've walked inside and I've seen a lot of things.
Iko sawa.
Kabisa. So my name is Charles Osako. I come from a place called Kabonyo Kanyagwal. So Kabonyo Kanyagwal is in Nyando constituency. Nyando constituency is in Kisumu County. Actually, if you want to know more about Nyando, you just Google Serikali's idea and you will just see people, carrying their, running away from floods. So it's a flooding area and that is how it is known. So that is where I come from. And I work with President William Ruto and the youth department. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Important. You just said that you work with President William Ruto.
And Kenya Kwanza government.
And Kenya Kwanza government.
Yes. In the office of Dr. Raymond Omolo, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Internal Security and National Administration.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Na mumeweka Kenya Kwanza kweli ama mmeweka tumbo yenu kwanza?
No, yeah, tumeweka Kenya Kwanza. Because, this is the new regime. Because Ruto is serving his first term. And generally, when someone is serving his first term, whether MP, president, or governor, there must be some challenges that we must or he must face as the president or whoever is in that office. And again, we all know that holding elective positions is not easy because it comes with a lot of challenges. Because it is you who is on top and everybody looks upon you. So it is you who must address the problems of 40 million Kenyans. So it is not easy, but we are trying.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about what the government has done about youth unemployment, about youth unemployment. There is one of the reasons that made young people to take to the streets, in 2024, 2025. And we've had the president talk about affordable housing, about hustler funds. Are all these things making any difference in the lives of the young people?
Yeah, anytime that we are going for election, you must find that unemployment must be in the agenda or the manifesto. Actually, in 1963, when you go back, Tom Mboya was trying to address 3 things. Unemployment, diseases, actually poverty, diseases, and now the ignorance. So you find that we've been trying because you cannot just fight. We always fight. You say that you must fight poverty. You create job opportunities for youths and all that. But when Ruto was campaigning, he was talking about bottom up. Bottom up means you start from down, coming up. So meaning if Ogweno was earning 2,000, you need to support Ogweno who is earning 2,000 so that he can earn 5,000. So after now, when Ruto won the elections in 2022, it was now to form the government by appointing ministers, PSS and all that. So after forming the government, now the implementation part of it. And the number 1 was to make sure that Mama Mboga, who is in the street, at least gets something from the government. Youth, who is a boda rider, at least get something from the government. And many people, because you cannot employ all youths. So there are youths who are in business sector, there are youths who want to be employed, white collar jobs, like maybe some of us. So there are people who are in the transport sector, border, and all that. So you find that after now forming the government, we had now the mandamano, the obvious one, because you know
Yes,
very well that any time after election, there must be some chaos. Of which after mandamano took around 1.5 years, that is 2023 to 2024. And people who always participate in this, they are youths. These are our youths. So they participated in mandamano, Sufuria movement, and all that. Then thereafter, now we had the Gen Z. Actually, before that, we didn't have Gen Z. So then Gen Z came in. So after Gen Z came in, actually it was just a certain movement that came in, and after sometimes it disappeared. Actually, the movement disappeared, of which we understood that someone was behind it. Anyway, so it is something that people were saying that some people were behind Gen Z. So after that, now the president, they shook hands with Raila Odinga and formed the broad-based government, and now they are working together. So now we should know that now that they are working together, how are our youths benefiting from this government? That is the big question that we need to answer here. So number one is, there is this affordable housing program that it is happening all over the country. Actually, even Kisumu, where I come from, the program is ongoing, and it has employed many youths. Because if you go to Kisumu, where are youths around 2,000, 3,000 youths are working in Kisumu town and in Kanyakwar. So there are some programs that, like when you go to Kabonyo, Kanyakwar, where I come from, this FACE program, there are youths who are employed there. So at least youths, they have somewhere to work. And some people also, and again, since 2022, there's no this recruitment for police service. So now youths are going to be recruited. So I believe that 10,000 youths are going to be recruited after 2 or 3 months. So that is also creating the job opportunities for our youth. So that is what President Ruto is trying to do.
But even as police are going to be employed,
yes,
we've always had cases of corruption, people selling their land to buy their way into the police service, such kind of things. You work with President William Ruto, in President William Ruto's government,
yes,
and closely with the PS for Interior. Are there mechanisms that have been put so that people are not duped? We don't hear people committing suicide,
yes,
that they lost their money as a result of corruption gone wrong.
For the first time, the recruitment is going to be done online. Actually, those people who are going to participate in the process must first register. And that's why when you saw, you heard the IG of police, they went to the committee, before the committee in Parliament, and they told them how this recruitment is going to be done. And when you just follow the link, you first register, then you go to the field, of which we have different venues and dates. The dates are there. So you find that, back then, the way it was done was after the gazettement of the dates and the venue, someone is just printing out. Actually, with everything, police officers, what I'm going to give you this and everything. But what we are urging Kenyans, because those people are there, either way, they're going to do it. So we are just urging Kenyans that you all know that this process is going to be conducted by the National Police Service Commission, headed by the IG. So if anyone can come to you, he's not working for the National Police Service Commission, he's not working anywhere around government, so how can this person help you? So if you know very well that you are interested in joining the Police Service Commission or the National Police Service, please just follow the due process. Just go there, click the link, fill the required documents, then thereafter wait for the date, because the date is also there. Go and try your luck. Don't just wait and call someone that, I have this, come and take this form, fill, I'm going to give you this, go and sell your land. No. You're going to lose it, and you might find yourself even dead, because sometimes you come from a very humble background, there's no money, so your parents are going to sell land, they are going to sell even some property. That should not be there. If it is your time, just go and try your luck. If God planned that you'll be a police officer, you will be employed and you will be recruited.
It's not life and death.
It is not life and death, because we cannot all be police officers. Because one, police officers are going to recruit, and also the army. And actually, it is done yearly. We have NYS. So if at all you are interested, don't buy, because if you buy it today at a cost of 800,000, let's say you've sold your land, you're going to sell everything, maybe, then whatever you've been given is fake. So how are you going to? It is something that might make even your parents to die. So let us just avoid such things. Let us go through, because it is always said, cheap is expensive. If you want to follow the cheap process, you might find yourself in a very big problem.
I hear you, my brother. I know the Minister of Interior, you've been having a program called dubbed Jukwaa la Usalama, where you've been going around the country to, I see the CS, Murkomen, and PS and others, bigwigs in the security sector, going around to talk to Mwananchi, to find out how they are feeling. And just last week you were in Kisumu.
Actually, in Nyanza region.
In Nyanza region.
Yes.
What are some of the successes and some of the challenges, issues that are coming from the people? And is it working, or you are just touring the country?
Since independence, there are some offices that people thought that for you to reach there, it is not easy. Actually, like the administration part of it. Kitambo, they were saying that for you to even a DC, if you see a DC, the DCC, in the village, people were running away because the DCC was a very powerful person then. But after the Constitution 2010, now we have the DCC. Actually, that name DCC was scrapped. Now we have the DCC, the Deputy County Commissioner. So we have the line of administration. For a chief or assistant chief, actually it starts from Jikumi, then we have assistant chief, then we have chief, then we have the DEO, or the ACC. Now it is called Assistant Deputy County Commissioner. Then we have the Deputy County Commissioner. Then we have the County Commissioner, and then we have the RCO, the Regional Commissioner. There's no way chief can call the DCC. So meaning if a chief or assistant chief from a certain village in Kwabwai has a problem, he will just tell the chief who is his immediate boss. So now you find that sometimes chief has no good relationship with the DCC. They just work together, but there's not this good relationship. So you'll find that he cannot tell the DCC the problems that assistant chiefs face in the sub-locations. So this is why now the PS for Interior, Dr. Molo, and this boss, the CS, they sat down and said that how can we know what is happening in Meru? How can we know the challenges faced by assistant chiefs in Mombasa? Because we all know that Matiang'i and people who have worked before, they were just sitting in a Rambe house waiting for the RC to give them the report, of which the RCs, they are also waiting the report from the ACC and the DCC, of which the DCC can even lie to you because he will not give you the exact thing that you want to know. So this is why now this thing called Jukwaa la Usalama came up. And this I attended 4. When you are in that meeting, you will find that Waziri will the CS is the one who has been the MC. He will tell you that whatever is said here is like a parliament. So whether you are a chief, assistant chief, feel free to say anything. If it is DCC who has the problem within the sub-county, just tell me we are here to address the issues. So the first speakers are always the assistant chiefs. They will say the problems, the challenges, thereafter then given to chiefs, given to ACCs, up to RCs. So you will find that assistant chief can now say the problem is facing before the PS or the CS. So, and again after that, then they will go to police officers and the OCS, the OCPD and all that. So this thing, from the meeting, there are things that we realized. One, chiefs are going through a lot. ACCs are going through a lot because every time you find that this area now, it was a sub-county, now we have now two sub-counties. You find that administrative units that it has been given to, we had 5 locations, now we have 10 sub-locations. So they have been gazetted. So you find that after the gazettement, now a DCC is given a new sub-county. After being given a new sub-county, he doesn't have, or she doesn't have a vehicle, he or she doesn't have the office itself. It doesn't have a very nice office. So you find that a DCC, our DCC, then known as DC, is sitting somewhere under the tree, executing the government policies under the tree. And the villagers are coming to see a DC under the tree. So such like things, they are trying to, Waziri is trying to get to know that this new sub-county was just gazetted last week or last year. But since then, it doesn't have, the sub-county does not have the vehicle for the DCC. It does not have a lot of things. So those challenges, the CS was writing them down, and actually, he has addressed some. There are some he was addressing in the meeting. There are some he cannot address alone. He's addressing while in the office. So at least they feel free, chiefs and assistant chiefs, and they now feel free that there's a boss somewhere who can come down and talk to them.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And while I was addressing part of the concerns from Wananchi, there was this this particular question about police asking for fuel. Polisi wanasema ukienda huko umeripoti kesi, kuna mtu amekunyang'anya mali yako, polisi wanasema kwamba gari iko lakini kabla tukuje huko tuwekee fuel. And he was kind of saying that it is the right thing to do.
Actually, I was there when I was addressing that issue. You know, the government has the amount for every station. Like if we have a Land Cruiser for ex police office or ex police station, sorry, you find that this vehicle, there's amount of fuel that the vehicle should use in a month. So if the vehicle is given 20 liters in a month and they have consumed it before that month ends, as in they have consumed it, let's say for the first 2 weeks, they have consumed the fuel. So it means they will not get any fuel to consume up to next month. So if, let's say, there's a problem, or you come from Oyugis, so if there is a problem in Oyugis police station and you've gone there to report, and you want those police officers to go and arrest someone, let's say 5 kilometers away from the police station, they will ask you for fuel. Actually, Waziri said what they should now do is to make sure that if there is a police station where, because that covers, because you can find that there's a police station in a certain constituency has only 2 police stations. So it means if there is something to be done, or if there is the raid, or if there is something that they need to address, they will use too much fuel because of the distance.
I hear you. Let me ask you.
So, Waziri said that the only way they can address it now, but before then, Wananchi will just give something. But it is good to support, because he was saying that, you know, nowadays, police station, if you want to build a police station in the village, some people will see us if, hey, this guy want to arrest our children. But again, they don't see it in this way, that if you build a police station in the village, the first we're going to address the insecurity issue. And again, there is this fear between Wananchi and the police.
That is what I wanted to come to.
So you find that police actually was trying to tell the police officers that if you are a police officer and you are the OCS in a certain area, make sure that you build that relationship with the villagers. Sometimes even go to church. Just being a civilian, go to a certain church on a Sunday. Give sadaka. Tell them, I'm the OCS of the area, and today I just came here to pray with you. I just wanted to fellowship and I mean just to interact with you. If there is any funeral, just go to that funeral. Because the moment that you interact with them, even they will tell you that, you know, there's a son here, a son of Osako. This guy is the one stealing things in this village. So at least they will be free with you and they will share with you a lot of things on matter security. But when you are just a police officer that you work from Monday to Friday, after that you go to your home, because you know it is very rare to find a police an OCS coming from working within his village. It is not easy. So you can find that an OCS from Karachuonyo is working in Nyeri. So he just works from Monday. He just reports from Monday to Thursday. Then Friday he goes home. So he was trying to at least make these people, all the police officers, to make sure that it is not about working alone. It is also about building the relationship between you and the villagers, or people within that area that you work.
I hear you. I want to ask you this.
Yes.
A widow who has come to a police station to record
A
statement and may not have even fare, even 50 for a boda,
yes,
has gone and has been asked to
give fuel
500 or 1,000 for fuel. What happens?
You know, these cases, they are not many. Like, Waziri was trying to say that such cases, actually, someone asked that question that you are asking me. But then the CS was saying that sometimes the community should also come out to support the police station, because the police officers, they are also human beings. And again, let's assume, because he was saying that not all police stations consume the fuel before the end of the month. Some actually don't even use the fuel up to the end of the month. So if in any case you've gone to a police station and there's no fuel, the community should support. But again, it was saying, someone asked me the question you were asking me, but the CS said that they are going to address that issue. So for me, in that case whereby a woman with no even 50 bob has come to a police station to record a statement, offer something, and she needs immediate response, and there's no way these people can respond because there's no fuel, I think those CS should support. Because now, for you to be an OCS of a certain police station, there's this level of, you need to have something. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, even as we are in the spirit of winding up, we are heading to political season.
Yes.
As you know, 2027 is just around the corner, and we've seen high voltage political, machinations have already started.
Yes.
As part of your meetings and what the government is planning to do so that we don't see the mushrooming of illegal gangs, of gangs and goons who are being used, like what was happening in Kisumu. We saw it happening in Western, and now we are even having by-elections where politicians are taking advantage of these young people, those that you have been advocating for their rights, the same young people who have been asking the government to take care of their interest. What is the government doing to ensure that young people do not become the currency to be used by politicians to perpetuate acts of violence for them to get to office? And what do you tell young people?
Generally, my boss, the PS, always say that before a politician gives you a machete or a rungu to go and fight Osako, you need to ask him that, because when you are going to fight someone, you are not so sure that you are going to come there when you are alive, because we only have two options. You can come there when you are alive, and you can fight yourself dead, because you are not so sure, and you don't know how the guy is prepared, because the guy you are going to fight, you don't know how prepared he is. So first thing is, I want to tell my fellow youths, because it is something that has been happening. It is very sad, my brother Fred, to see youths fighting for politicians. Then at the end of the day, you find that a politician is now here in Nairobi, making a lot of money, and the youth is still at home, languishing in poverty. It is not something that makes a lot of sense. But now, we have youths. We call them youth in Kijaluo. So we have youths who have the vision to become something, but we have youths who are known for beating people and causing chaos in the village. So let me talk to youths who always cause chaos in the village. I don't want to talk about youths who have vision in the village. So these youths, politicians have used them for so long, and it is very sad that actually some of them have even lost their life. But the question is, before someone give you, or someone talk to you, or someone called you that I want to meet you, I want to do this, I want to do this, you need to ask yourself, what are you going to gain from this meeting? If someone sends you to go and fight someone, after fighting that person, how are you going to benefit? And again, we should not be like playing politics or violence all through. We need to just learn from our brothers here. Actually, you have just brought it. We saw the nomination that was happening here, the UD nomination. We didn't even report any kind of violence. Nobody was killed. There was no violence. And again, now we are facing the same thing in Lunyanza, because we are going to have by-elections either Wednesday and Friday, I think. So we need to copy from them, because you are going to kill yourself because of this MP. This MP will be elected, and he might be elected, and after this election, he will not even pick your phone. You will call him, he will not even, actually, he will hang your call. Because he thinks that now he used you, you don't now, you are not of help to him. Now there's no need of even engaging, because now he knows very well that he cannot work with goons. He's now the MP will need a police officer to now escort him to the funeral. So you need to know your space as a youth. What do you want? If you're a security officer, you call yourself bodyguard. Just go for a training. Then you can even be a VIP bodyguard. Someone who is now can be even called by the presidential team that now the president is coming there. We need to work with you. If you're a driver, go and do defensive driving so that you can drive and you can be employed. Not that you are being used every Friday. You are being called, oh, Mjombe is coming there. So can you get for me some 20 youths with rungus? Huh? You need to be a smart person. If you are doing the media, I mean, there's this thing called bloggers. Everyone with a smartphone is a blogger. If you get a smartphone and bundles, now you are a blogger and you blog, and they don't even know what blog is. They call this insulting people actually even blackmailing leaders on social media. If you see this, oh, their wife is doing this. So they personalize things on social media and they call themselves blogger. If you are a blogger, try to go to school first. Then you become a communication expert so that you can even be employed somewhere to work for even a certain organization if you are not employed with the government. So try to know your space and work for it. That is what I can tell the youth.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And with that, we've come to the end of our program tonight. It has come from himself, Mr. Charles Osako, that you have to know your place.
I just want to add something.
All right, you please. Are
we done?
Okay, you can say it as you're winding up.
Saying, as we wind up, we are now going for election. Actually, we are now coming to an exciting period. 2027 is just near.
Yes.
And I want to our youth that let us not support people. It is our time, because we've seen a 31 years old was just nominated here by UDA party in Baringo. As a Senate, actually he was a driver, he was driving an MP. So today, he has the ticket for UDA and is going to run for it, for the Senate, senatorial bid in Baringo County. And we've seen many young leaders. Actually, the person who won Malava seat, parliamentary seat on UDA ticket, is someone who's a very young person. So I want to urge our youths from Nyanza. We all know that we only have 2 youths who are in leadership. Many of them are old people. I'm not saying that old people should not lead, but I'm saying that old people should not use young people to cause chaos and not to prosper, because the moment you are being used, you cannot prosper. So this is our time, 2027. Let us encourage youths to go and vie for Senate, go and vie for governorship. So let us just encourage them to go and vie for different seats, because we have the governor. You will find that if Osako is 24 years or 35 years, you will be told that you are very young to vie for this seat. There's no seat, in as much as you are 18 years, you are allowed to vie for any seat. The only seat you cannot vie when you are 18 years is the presidency, of which that needs 35 years. You need to be 35 years old. But all these seats, let us go and compete with these old people. We will defeat them. We will defeat them. So there's no seat left for anyone. Let us go and all of us should participate in this election in 2027, and we should not participate by killing people. Let us participate by vying. That is what I can tell our youths.
I hear you. And what do you tell the young people? IBC is beginning mass voter registration.
Actually, I was forgetting that. Yes. There's this issue also of Gen Z. There was this day I was somewhere with the Gen Zs, and these Gen Zs, they don't have IDs.
Allah.
I want to challenge them that you cannot vote on social media. There's no polling station in social media. Actually, there's no polling station called social media or Facebook. You can say a lot of things about someone, that he's not going to be the president, he's not going to be what, he's a one-term. When the time comes, you cannot sing that one term and make it a reality on social media. That one term or 2 term or 3rd term or 4th term can only be done in the ballot. So if you want to participate in 2027, kindly let us make sure that you register, go back to where you want to vote. If you want to change your vote, that time will come. But for now, get your ID and the voter's card. That is the only way we are going to change this nation. That is the only way we are going to change our new nation. Thank you.
Thank you. That is so wonderful, my brother. That is so wonderful. He said it that if we want to change the country, You will not change it from social media alone or from where you are able to tweet in your office. That you must have a very important document and tool, and that is your voter's card, or that is you registering as a voter. And with that, we've come to the end of our conversation tonight. I had the privilege to have Mr. Charles Osako, who works in the Kenya Kwanza government, and he has said it all. It is up to you to see that which works for you. Until next time, see you and bye-bye. Thank you so much, my brother, for coming. We do it again.
Yes.
How was the bench?
It was nice.
Oh, wonderful.
Actually, next time we will be there.
Bye-bye. We do it next time.
Okay.